left onto Mallard Lane. Take the next left onto Mallard.
She's kind of loud.
She's a little obnoxious at 7 o'clock in the morning.
We are so excited. We're headed today to Palo Duro Canyon State Park. That's up in the panhandle of Texas. It is a beautiful day right now. Absolutely beautiful. We got out the door at a good time, right at about 7 o'clock. Everything's set up. Our first stop is gonna be in Wichita. That's about halfway, right?
I think it's about halfway, yeah.
About half the distance, and we'll have us a little bit of lunch there, and I'll probably stop in at a Cracker Barrel and then head the rest of the way on in. Now I don't know how well the audio is going to pick up on this. I don't have an external microphone. I'm using my GoPro Hero White 7. So we'll see what the audio sounds like. I may be using this footage, I may not be. Intersection.
Yeah, it is. It's like, is everybody going to do their part?
He's supposed to stop.
He's supposed to stop.
I'm just supposed to yield. And
good
this is
job.
one of the weirdest intersections I've ever seen in my life.
Crazy. It's a beautiful trip. Like a beautiful drive, I should say. Traffic's not bad. It's a 2-lane highway right now, but a nice 2-lane highway.
Well, these are the kind of drives that I like the most. It's just, you know, even if it's a little, we're on a two-lane road right now, but it's out in the country. There's not a whole lot of traffic. You know, the speed limit's like 65 miles an hour. My maximum speed when I'm driving is 65. I don't like to go faster than that. I'm not in that big of a hurry. You know, we're not full-timers, we're vacationers. When I have my rig behind me, I'm on vacation. I don't want to stress out. I just want to, you know, nice leisurely drive. And I kind of prefer this rather than, you know, interstate highways. And there's not, you know, interstate highways are okay, but I kind of prefer this because, I mean, like right now.
Well, you get to see so much more of the countryside,
Right.
You know, than just business and cement.
Well, we just reached 1,000 subscribers, and we are so excited about that. Once again, we want to say how grateful we are for our subscribers that now number over 1,000. And we also want to give a special thanks to Travels with Delaney. We were right at 998 subscribers, and Travels with Delaney gave us a shout out on their channel that quickly put us over the top and beyond our goal of 1,000 subscribers. In fact, we received over 30 subscribers within just a couple of hours. If you're one of our subscribers and you have never seen their channel before, go and check out Travels with Delaney and hit that subscribe button. They have a lot of instructional videos along with tours of vacation spots, attractions, campgrounds, and more. They are a very sweet couple and they have content that we know you will love. Now this is Palo Duro Canyon State Park Road 5, headed into the canyon, and the views get much more dramatic as you near the canyon rim. Once you go through the check-in process and get through the headquarters entrance gate, you'll pass by the rim cabins and several beautiful overlooks along the way. Now here's where the grade gets much steeper as we are now making our descent down into the canyon. Although the grade is a little steep and there are a couple of tight turns before you reach the base of the canyon, you shouldn't have any problems getting your RV safely down to your campsite. The canyon road is very well maintained, and as long as you obey the speed limit and swing your turns wide when necessary, you'll be just fine. We saw plenty of big rigs down at the campsite, so the canyon road is not as much of a challenge as you may have heard. Now we're coming to the base of the canyon, and our RV camping loop is not far away at this point. The building that you see on your left is the Mack Group Pavilion, which we will give you a better look at later on in the video. Here we are at the Sagebrush camp area, which is the first RV camping loop that you will come to in the park, and it's also our personal favorite. We love where the campground is located, for one thing. You're within walking distance to the trading post, where you can stop in for breakfast or lunch and get a quick meal, or peruse the huge selection of t-shirts and souvenirs that they have, and you might also find a few supplies that you may have forgotten. Also walking distance from the Sagebrush camping loop is the Pioneer Amphitheater, just literally across the street. This would make catching a show during the season very easy and convenient. Rounding the corner, and here we are at our campsite, and as you can see, the views of the canyon are awesome.
Well, we just pulled into our campsite here at Palo Duro, and this is our view. This is our campsite. We are in campsite 141. This is a little trail here back behind our campsite. It leads out to what we thought was a pergola, but it's actually covered, which makes things loads better, because it's a protection from the sun here.
After checking in and spending a little time at our campsite, we decided to go back up to the top of the canyon to check out the views from the overlook that is just above the El Coronado Lodge Visitor Center, and we were not disappointed because the views from up there are stunning. The El Coronado Lodge is another place where you can find souvenirs and various knickknacks, coffee mugs, and greeting cards. But something special about the lodge is what they call an interpretive center inside. That is basically a history museum that will tell you all about the local history of the canyon, and also has scientific displays detailing the formation of the canyon and the various wildlife that can be found in and around Palo Duro. In the lower right there, you will see the lodge, which is a quick walk down from the observation point. After taking the views from the overlook, we headed down the canyon to get a closer look at the Pioneer Amphitheater. Set in a scenic canyon, this amphitheater features seasonal performances about the history of Texas. I still remember seeing a show here when I was 5 years old. That was back in 1976, and I can tell you from personal experience, the show was wonderful. The musical runs between June 1st and August 17th, and here is a listing of the ticket prices.
Well, we are so excited because today we are at the Lighthouse Trail, which is one of the highlights of Palo Duro Canyon State Park, and we're looking forward to it. We're here at about 10 a.m. We tried to get started earlier, but you know.
At least it's not later.
Yeah, it's only like 70-something degrees right now?
72 degrees.
It will get pretty hot pretty quick. We brought plenty of water. In fact, we may have brought too much water, but I would rather have too much water than not enough. But the Lighthouse Trail is a gorgeous area, and we're real excited about going on the trail. It's about almost 2.7 miles one way. So be prepared for a little bit of a trek. Take some food with you. We've actually brought a couple of chairs, and we brought a lunch and plenty of water. So we're just going to take a nice leisurely stroll today and go and check out the lighthouse. And so check it out. Heat danger, 6-mile round trip. Minimum 1 gallon of water per person. Now the trail is very well marked. It's a well-worn beaten path, so you're not going to get lost. And when there are other trails that kind of jut off of the main trail, they're good about leaving a sign that points you in the right direction to go to the lighthouse. There was a section right behind us that they had a couple of other little footpaths that came off the trail, but there was an arrow pointing this direction to the lighthouse. Loving these canyon views. Now, Christy and I are not avid hikers, so I don't want to make it sound like we are experts, but I do want to advise you, if you come onto this trail, to come prepared. Make sure that you have a good, robust set of footwear that will protect you from the rolled ankle. Make sure to bring plenty of water. Make sure to take your time, rest along the way, especially if you're a little bit older and a little bit more out of shape like we are.
Speak for yourself, dude.
Okay, now, if you're out of shape like I am, that's what I meant. But just come prepared for the trail, and it is a beautiful trail. And like I said before, one of the highlights of Palo Duro Canyon.
Absolutely zero shade, just FYI.
No shade.
Zero.
At least we haven't found any yet, but we'll keep you posted.
Good morning.
Look what we found, some shade. Yay! We decided to stop and drink a bottle of water and chill out for a few minutes before we head on. What do you think? We're like a mile in?
What does that say?
It says 0.8 right there.
There you go.
Does that mean we're only 0.8 of a mile into the trail?
Correct.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, so far, the trail's been really nice.
But what you don't want to do is back too far into the shade.
Right.
Nice
Ouch.
little pricklies.
That doesn't look fun at all.
Mm-mm. Those are sharp on the edge, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Okay, we're about 1.4 miles into the trail and we've reached a viewpoint. This is the first time in the trail where you can actually see the lighthouse.
Y'all, that ain't no joke.
This is not no joke at all.
It is definitely
It's challenging.
a workout.
Just take breaks.
Every couple
Yeah.
steps.
We're stopping for another breather.
Unless you have kids, then they're like,
Every 50 yards we're stopping for a break, or every 25 yards I should say. But the view is sure nice up here, and looking forward to getting up to the top. The trail leading up was a bit treacherous, but we took our time and made it here to the Lighthouse Landing, a platform seemingly cut out for the sole purpose of viewing the canyon with 360-degree panoramic views. Now the winds were pretty strong that day, so the recorded audio was useless, but once we arrived at the lighthouse, Christy and I found a nice shaded spot to set our chairs up and take in the stunning views around the lighthouse. After a great lunch and a wonderful time of sightseeing, it was time to head back down. We took a different path on the way down, and it turned out to be just as challenging as the trail that we took on the way up. Once again, we took our time and cautiously made our way back down to the base of the canyon. If you come to Palo Duro Canyon State Park, don't miss the Lighthouse Trail. It is well worth the journey and will definitely be a highlight to your stay in the canyon. Well, I can't give you a complete tour of the entire Palo Duro Canyon State Park because that would be about like a 3-hour video. But I will walk around and give you an idea of what the camping area looks like. Very nice camping spots. All of them have pretty good views. Bear in mind that these are not full hookup sites. You do have to bring your own portable waste tank. Christy and I are here for the week, so we're trying to get used to utilizing our portable waste tank. And I'm about to walk around the Sagebrush camping area just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. Site number 142 right here has a really nice secluded campsite back here. So if you're here, this This covered picnic area right here is awesome. It's really secluded. You can see like you're surrounded here by brush. There's a little trail right back here, out here, that leads to a camping area. So this is a really neat spot. I don't know how big of an RV you can fit here. It's a looks like a pretty small spot. You're not going to fit a big Class A or anything in here, but maybe a smaller travel trailer. Spot 143 is pretty cool. They do have handicap spots here. One thing that we didn't know, we thought that these were all pergolas. So we didn't realize that these were actually covered. They've actually put some tin over them, which helps out tremendously. Okay, we've made it to the Mesquite Loop, which is the last RV loop in the park. Campsites 77 through 96. And you know, based on what I'm seeing right now, I'm really glad that we went with Sagebrush.
Absolutely. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool site there.
Site number 92.
Yes.
That is kind of cool. Here's site number 91. It's a pretty cool looking loop. I kind of prefer Sagebrush. I like the fact that in our area it's actually a covered awning.
So if you're sitting under that and it starts raining, you're going to get wet.
Yeah.
Coming straight down.
Right. What campsite is that? That is campsite 83.
83. It does definitely seem more isolated down here.
But I kind of like the views of Sagebrush better. I mean, this is cool and all, though.
Yeah. But it looks like all the sites that I saw were reserved, so.
Now, these are the cow camp cabins here. Okay, and we have come to the Juniper campground loop.
And Wolfberry campground.
Oh, and Wolfberry? Okay.
That's what it said.
All right.
These are all.
97, and these are pull-through spots, and this is one way.
And that's interesting. There's firewood over there.
Yeah, let's see Firewood. Spot 99. These are covered. If you'll notice, the picnic areas are covered. So that's good.
And
That's
most
good
of
to know.
them, well, some of them look like they're pull-through spots.
Yeah. There were some pull-through spots. That's a pull-through spot right there.
Yeah.
101.
There's some back here that are pull-through on the outside, maybe.
These are all very nice back here.
They actually are. Looks like all the ones on the outside are pull-through, and all the ones on the inside are backhand.
I think you're right. There's another bathroom facility there.
Looks new.
Okay, this is Wolfberry Campground. And these are pull-through spots too.
Yeah, looks like all of these are. And they're all reserved. Look at that. Very nice. And they have a hook for the trash. Like
Oh,
ours
yeah.
doesn't have.
Yeah, I think this is the first campground I've ever been to that didn't have a trash or lantern.
Yeah.
Couple restrooms out here, and I'm not sure exactly what this is over here. We're gonna go check it out. It's not a bathhouse.
No, and I thought it might have been, but maybe it's like a pavilion?
Yeah, this is just a pavilion here.
Wow.
That's pretty nice. Covered pavilion, yeah. Very cool. Big grill there.
This is Hackberry. So it's 1 through 33. Yeah, this looks a lot like Mesquite right here. One of the things that Christy and I discovered that you might want to know, Christy and I love campfires, and we were very disappointed to find out that there is a burn ban this entire week. So we can't burn a campfire all week. Well, we were talking to the park ranger, and she was telling us that that's a common occurrence down here. There are burn bans very often. So
But in the 5 years she's been here, she said she's only seen that lifted once, where you could actually have a campfire. And she said that there have been, excuse me, times where you can't even have a charcoal or propane grill.
wow.
So
Yeah, we were very disappointed to find that out. But
glad we didn't bring all the firewood.
right, I'm glad. Definitely make absolute certain that you call ahead before you invest in bringing any firewood with you, because chances are very likely that there will be a burn ban. So that's something good to keep in mind. Palo Duro Canyon it's such a cool place to come to. Definitely my favorite state park in the state of Texas so far. And there are a lot of state parks that I absolutely love in the state of Texas, so that's saying something.
This is my wonderful wife cooking another wonderful meal. I am so completely blessed to have a wife that can cook. I kind of like to watch her in action. What you cooking tonight, baby?
Tortellini spinach and sausage.
Tortellini spinach and sausage.
Yes.
One of my favorite.
Fire roasted tomato sauce.
One of my favorite dishes.
You can never have enough cheese.
Can I get a close-up of what you're cooking so far? That looks awesome. Well, it's day 4, and last night we got quite a bit of rain, and it's a little overcast today. But the temperature is very nice. We hope that eventually these clouds will roll out and we'll get some sunshine. Now this little Texas trail that comes from the Sagebrush camping loop leads straight out over here to the Pioneer Amphitheater. So that would be a nice convenient little trail to take if you want to come over here and check out the show at the Pioneer Amphitheater during the season, which the season starts in June, I believe.
June, yes.
Now this is the group pavilion that is right behind the Sagebrush camping loop. Beautiful panoramic views here. Right over there is the Sagebrush camping loop. And then right over here is the Pioneer Amphitheater. And the canyon road that goes all the way up to the top from the entrance of the park there.
Nice area.
Did you find a comfortable spot?
Yeah, have a seat in it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Pretty cool view from back
Nice
here too.
pavilion.
Yeah, it is. Oh wow,
Isn't that nice?
that is nice and comfortable. Just the way it kind of cradles you.
Uh-huh. It's just a little slide back,
Yeah.
a little angle. It's beautiful out here. Even though it's overcast, it's yeah, look at mine.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, that's
I know.
alright.
These are what my shoes look like right now. It's did I mention that we got some rain last night?
It's muddy. Ew.
The seating area is beautiful.
Yeah, like a nice big leather couch. You know what it kind of reminds me of? This little area right here reminds me of the Gaylord.
The Gaylord Texan. Yeah.
The Gaylord Texan.
Yeah.
How it just has that big oversized furniture,
Right.
leather and cowhide, and there's some heads with the horns on the wall.
This would be an awesome place for a family reunion or just to get together with some friends. We're going down to Paseo Del Rio bike trail, which is right here. And we are right here. Or we going out to the road, I don't know.
Depends.
This is only, what is this again, a mile? Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's check it out. This is supposed to be an easy trail. And I'm testing out my GoPro rig here because I forgot my mount, my chest mount. So we'll see how this works. I was gonna use my chest mount for when we go horseback riding tomorrow and discovered that I'd left it at the house. So I was not happy about that. But this is the Paseo Del Rio Trail. Let's stop, make sure I haven't lost Christy. I've lost Christy. Here she comes in her little pink hat. Yeah. pretty nice little trail, isn't
It
it?
is, actually, yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
I actually am too. Nice and easy.
It is a very easy trail.
Smooth. For the most part of it in the mud.
Yeah, Christy likes this trail. I like it too. This is more our speed. Christy and I are not avid mountain bikers, as you may already know, but we do enjoy getting out and riding our bikes, taking in the beautiful scenic views. This is the end of the trail. Back out to the road. Okay, here is the Kiowa Trail. Let's check it out. You ready? Yeah, that trail's a little more challenging than Paseo Del Rio.
Especially with the rocks.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't avoid that mud puddle, so I went right through it. So you can look and see.
At least I wasn't right behind you. So,
yeah.
so far, so good.
So far, so good. And we are heading to our last trail before we head out in the morning. And it's about 7 o'clock this evening, and we're going to this little trail right here, which is a CCC Trail. It's only a quarter-mile long, but it's got some great views.
Our stay at Palo Duro Canyon State Park was one of the most memorable and enjoyable times that Christy and I have ever had in our RV so far, and views like this are just one of the reasons. From the amenities, the beautiful views, and the trails, Palo Duro Canyon ranks as our #1 favorite state park in Texas, and in our opinion, rivals any of the best state parks in America. Here's a great vantage point of the Sagebrush campground. As the sun begins to set in the evening, the shade of the canyon wall grows closer to the campground until finally, around 7:30, the entire campground is in the shade, like you can see in our opening time lapse. This made the late evenings at Sagebrush very comfortable during our stay in April of 2019, and one of the reasons that we would enthusiastically recommend this campground to anyone. Thank you so much for watching this video and following along on our journey, and we hope that our video has inspired you to visit Palo Duro. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Also, if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to follow us on all our future journeys.